Hey guys, Margie FitzGerald here, continuing with the training series on battering and abuse dynamics and the family court corruption, professionals that are colluding in that. So I'm continuing, this is from chapter 9, I didn't get to finish that. The denial of existence syndrome, how the narcissist batterer will cut off any conversation with the kids. If they bring up mom, they'll either give them like the dirty eye. They'll shame them. They'll just cut it off. There's also worse punishment, as we know too. And part of this brainwashing, the brainwashing techniques, are body language, eyes, punishment. There's punching. I know of a case where, the daughter was crying out for her mother, and the father punched her in the mouth, and she had a fat lip, and she never cried for her mom again. So these guys are criminals, these narcissist batterers. Mostly they're men, but sometimes they're women, and they're horrible, horrific in their behavior towards their own kids. They use them like disposable toys, weapons in child custody. So another example of this brainwashing is the undermining of the mother's authority. So in The Nightmare on Hostage Hills, Christina Mouse talks about not only being the father kind of absorbing the daughter into pretending her mother's invisible, ignoring her, even in public at the coffee shop that I mentioned in another video. But when the mother would say, "Okay guys, time to go to bed," and Jade, that daughter, was sitting next to her dad, and they both just ignored her. And she said it again and again. And the father, instead of encouraging her to listen to her mom, completely ignored her. And another incident of that is so Jade was sitting in the library listening to music, and mom came in, Christina came in, said, "Honey, you got to turn off your music and go up and do your homework." And she asked her to do it 3 times. She wouldn't turn off the karaoke machine. And so finally Christina leaned over to turn it off, and Jade punched her as hard as she could in the back, which had never happened before, but that was the level of hatred that she was absorbing from the dad, the contemptuousness, the dissing, the disrespect. And so that's where the hatred comes in. And so I'll be talking more about solutions. Obviously, it's to master these red flags, these individual tactics that they use. So stay tuned. Please like.